It's Monday! Monday morning! Yes! Hi everyone, Michael Kerr here, Humor at Work. I am in Stockholm, Sweden during the summer solstice. I may be a little shadowy, I don't know how the light is going to be. It's late in the evening on the summer solstice, a beautiful evening here in Stockholm. Last night, I have to tell you about this incredible dining experience I had at a restaurant down there in the old historic part of Stockholm. Fabulous meal. The restaurant is called Fransen Lindberg. It is listed as the 20th best restaurant on the entire planet. Now, you could imagine when you're known as the 20th best restaurant on the entire planet, that, well, it was an expensive experience for us, for sure. It was a very high-end, pricey, gastronomic experience of a lifetime. Fabulous restaurant. And you might think, dining at a place like that, well, you don't know what to expect, right? Is it going to be a little stuffy? Is it going to be a little snooty? Well, let me tell you, nothing could be further from the truth. The service was relaxed, they were friendly, they made you feel comfortable, and more important, from my perspective here at Humor at Work, they made it fun. They made it fun by doing a few unique, creative things that I've never seen done at a restaurant before. For example, our server came over at one point with a little mini churning barrel and actually churned our butter that we were going to be using on the fabulous bread we were eating right at our table. She churned the butter for us. And speaking of the bread was sitting on our table in this little lovely case for the first half of the meal because it was still rising. And then they took the bread away halfway through this, 18-course experience and finished baking the bread in the oven that we would be eating later. Another fun thing they did was they brought over this giant, on a big wooden board, this giant turbot fish, which is what we were going to be eating a few minutes later. So they actually introduced us to, Bob the fish that we would be eating. And that made it very fun and a cool experience. And another thing they did during one course was the server brought over part of the veal that we were going to be eating. It was a veal tartare. And she had a little mini blowtorch and prepared the first part of this course for us right there at our table so we could see how it was being done. And then she took it back to the kitchen where the amazing chefs finished this creation for us. So just because you run a perhaps higher end business, just because you have an elite sort of experience, it doesn't mean there aren't opportunities for you to add a little fun and a little humor into the mix.